send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Number first and 10.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader. Play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
It's a pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 last play. This is the first down here at about the 40. Able to get yard pickup on 3rd down. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down?
To go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Top. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still nice to know that he's still got it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Jackson brought him down. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Britt. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3?
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action. Britt. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Operating from the gun. Britt. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 7, Lions 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, Britt. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good for the Lions.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
Trying to make it happen.
There they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick. But that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
David Montgomery.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okudah.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Looking to throw on second down. Britt. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Good for a Lion. Got to be patient, baby. Just got to be patient. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Him up 5, first and 15. Operating from the gun. Britt going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's second and 9. Back to throw. Britt, rush coming, and he's taken down. Avery Williamson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Britt. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
26-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
And here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Bears.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
but you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your...
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a... The Lions offense set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Operating from the gun. Britt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Britt's pass.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Britt. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running is Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
DeAndre Swift.
Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punt.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the... to throw on third down. Britt, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, Britt. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a carry for Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunity.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Incomplete.
It's 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
4-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They run out of the gun with Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the play fake. Britt. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
31-yard line. One of the selling points of the end route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Back to throw. Britt, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Quarterback sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Britt. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 34 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He is no good. That keeps the
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Robinson, a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. We'll have Jets will look to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
The pass.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Meredith over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Bears on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
43-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good for the Lions.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 2nd and 11 now. Now Heineke. Open man is Quintez Cephas.
Heineke's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
Again, the ball carrier.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carried by...
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Lions 29, Bears 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
34. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meredith into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Bears 1st down.
From the gun, Meredith to the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Michael I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Loss of 8 yards.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack. And get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
2-yard pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On first down, Meredith, short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Forced out to his left, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The quarterback on the scramble. A gain of 7. And the Bears first down.
On first and 10, Meredith under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Meredith's pass complete to Keelan Doss.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.